Let's go now.
Good morning and have a great day from the Breakfast Club on Star FM.
Thank you so much for joining us for the Breakfast Club live sessions. And today we are so happy to be joined by the talented, beautiful Tamy Moyo. How are you?
Thanks. How are you, Nikki?
Do you know that I always talk about this?
Yes.
You came to the studio and you're in your school uniform and you performed Sango, you sang Sango for me and I cried.
I remember.
A whole grown woman.
At the time I was like, should I stop singing? Should I continue? Okay, keep it going.
Let's talk about the journey, babe. You look fabulous, I must say.
Thank you very much.
Definitely a queen.
To you.
Thank you, darling. Let's talk about the journey.
Yes.
Where you've come from, and how God has blessed you and where you are now.
It's been a long journey. I think you've been witness of it. You've experienced, I think, almost 5-6 years, but the journey started when I was 7 years old. And I remember telling someone, at the time I didn't understand what was going on. I just remember my parents saying, oh, this little girl's got something going on and I think we should nurture it. So I started doing events at Haifa, Nama. If you look up the pictures, they're there. This little girl in the Zimbabwean flag singing the national anthem and all these cool events. And I remember doing the opening for Oliver Mtukudzi around about the time when I was 9, 10.
Opening?
Yes.
Tell us about that experience.
That was crazy. That was insane. It's only now when you're much older that you realize that this was really, really awesome. Because at the time I was like, oh, I'm going on a trip. You know, I'm missing school today. You know, and I'm just getting to enjoy the experience of singing. But it's, I think, 2-3 years later when I actually realized that these are such huge names in the industry. And I'm so honored and so privileged to have worked with such amazing people from Chiwoni Somaraire, Prudence Katumeni, Dudu Manenga, Bob Nyapinde, Oliver Mtukudzi, and at some point Joe Thomas, so we all know.
Joe Thomas?
Joe Thomas.
The Joe Thomas?
The Joe Thomas.
No, you've been places.
Thank you.
I would love to know your most memorable performance.
Wow. I think it has to be Coke Studio.
All right.
Some 2-3 years ago. And I remember praying about it for the longest time, and I said, by 25, I should have made it to Coke Studio. Because I was like, I watched Amara's performance, I was like, wow, this is incredible. You know, you get to meet the who's and who's of the African music industry. I want to get there. I want to be just like her. And I'd said I was going to do it when I was 25. And I remember doing it when I was 21, and I was in awe. I was just like, is this happening? Am I here on the Coke Studio stage? You know, this is 2 in the morning. We've been working since like 6 in the morning, and they're so strict about their times. But I was just so content to be there. And I remember almost crying and my parents just staring at me like, yes, this is it. This is the moment.
This is it. We're loving it. So Tammy's going to perform for us. And look, we would love to hear from you. Comment section, please come through. The Queen is here, award-winning Tamy Moyo. Check it out. What's the first track that you're going to perform for us?
So the first song I'm going to do is called Kutera, featuring the one and the only Ja Praiser.
Lovely. Let's do it.
Hey, hey, yeah, oh, yeah. Don't wanna be away from you. I'm looking at your lover too. I'm hurting but I keep my cool, boo. Dabaikana de shungu. Don't like it but you're my addiction. You're with her but it's not your intention. Who no did it, that is my prediction. Did I mention? Yeah, did it. When you see me, you know made it. Out of words, when I bet it. By it once upon a said it. I swear that love is in the air. Wherever you go, you will find me there. Yeah, yeah. Kutera, kutera, yeah. Hey, kutera, kutera, yeah. Kutera. kutera kutera iwe, yeah. Oh yeah, makumonte no genda kutera iwe jinoda moyo mchenai. Way panakati andichada kutera iwe ndai turivanema, yeah yeah hey 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 kutera kutera iwe, hey 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 yeah you no yeah kutera kutera away, yeah.
So you're an award-winning artist. Now and congratulations on that Red Ride.
Thank you very much. Little Red Riding Hood.
That's actually a very good joke. Humility. Do your friends still call you up? Your girl?
Yes.
They're like, yo, Tammy.
Yes. I mean, it's a very important aspect of my life. You know, if I'm writing about life experiences, what am I writing about if I'm not around people? So yeah, I still hang around with family, with friends, even though I have like a really small circle of friends. I think they're like 2 or 3 friends only. Yeah.
I hear you speak about the music,
Yeah.
and how much hard work you've put into it. How have you made it? You write your own music. When you then look at collaborations, in your opinion, your best or your favorite collaboration?
I don't have a favorite collaboration. Why? Because I'm very deliberate about who I work with. I'm very intentional. And that's based off of the chemistry we share outside of the studio and inside the studio. You know, chemistry based on how do they think? You know, do our visions align? Do we have the same mindset when it comes to life in general? I mean, everybody's not the same, I suppose, but there's certain things that I need to know that we are one in. So yeah, it's musical chemistry. It's just being intentional, because you did ask how have you come this far. It's just being intentional about what you want, knowing who you are, and a support system. That's very important. My parents are very much involved in what I do, and I think I credit their hard work a lot more than just the singing itself, more than just what I do. It's a team. Teamwork makes the dream work.
I love that. You know, you speak so well, so rounded about your parents. I remember the day you came into the studio, you were with your mum. Yes. It was like years ago, and she also cried. You know, I shouldn't seem like she cried. She also cried. But I could tell it was more of pride. Of saying, here she is. Here's my little girl. Let's talk about someone believing in you, because I feel that you are where you are now because somebody believed in you.
Yeah, like I said, that's very important. You know, I would like to really give this one to my dad. You know, I remember everybody in the family just saying, rich girl, you know, you're distracting her. But then he was like, I really believe that she can be something. And he's the one person in the room where everybody's saying yes, like there's 100 people saying yes. And if he says no, I'll take his no, you know, because he's been a solid one, he's been a day one. And he's a music genius in his own right, which is like an added advantage for me as well. But I think it's very important. You just need that one person
who believes in you.
That's all it takes to just bring out the magic in you and just to keep you going. Because by yourself as a human being, you know this. You have days and moments where you wake up and you're like, this is not worth it. You know, I can change direction and just focus on other things in life. But you know, there's always that one person saying, keep going, keep going. Yeah.
You need that one person who believes in you.
Yeah.
We believe in your sound, girl. Let's talk about the second song.
So the second song is my latest single, which is called Fonkola. And I love that song very much because it was like a manifestation. The words I wrote in the song came to manifest in life, which was really a shock for me. But it happened and I'm excited. So I really love this song.
So here we go. Check out Tamy Moyo, of course, comment section on the Star FM WhatsApp platform. We want to hear from you. The Queen is here.
See me, you and I, da 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 da, oh, da 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 da. I hear it in the phone call, yeah. Listen, upenyo wangu wa monoona. Used to be one of those who were under. Motivated cause I wanna be a pop star. Shunda cause I wanna be on the top. So I keep my head low, I count my glow. Anyways, I'll be swimming with the big fish. Knock on the doors, too many no's. Tino Ziva, I'll be chilling in the big leagues. Oh. I feel it in the music playing. I feel it in my body moving. I hear it in my soul when singing. Ah yeah. Ring ring, it's a phone caller. Cause I work for my own dollar. Ain't no sleep cause the shanduda. Live life, she come and tada. Yeah, ring ring, it's a phone caller. Cause I work for my young dollar. Yeah, ain't no sleep cause no shanduda. Yeah, live life, she come and tada. Yeah. Maitije makitari ndeshe chirombe. Mwari wandu na matamu hombe. I'll be working hard which I want, I'm a combe. You be talking about it, I know I'ma get there. Bana buone kubudazi ya jinope. Laughing hard but I know that it's okay. I'ma live my life but it's shit when they want it. I feel it in the music playing. I feel it in my body moving, yeah. I hear it in my soul when singing. Ah yeah. Ring ring, it's a phone caller. Cause I work for my own dollar. Yeah, ain't no sleep cause no jandada. Live life, she come and to the. Yeah, ring ring, it's a phone caller. Cause I work for my own dollar. Yeah, no sleep cause no jandoda. Live life, she come and to the. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, ring ring, it's a phone caller. Cause I work for my own dollar. Hey, don't sleep cause no shandoda. Live life, shake a mandura. Yeah. Tammy, yeah.
So, you know, Tamy, I've got to say that there's a lot happening in the industry. You're a young lady, beautiful young lady. And your peers in the industry, some of them are involved in substance abuse. And it's unfortunate, sometimes there are different circumstances. I don't feel that whenever you have such a situation, you should judge. Yeah. How have you stayed clear from that? And most importantly, I guess, is understanding or hearing your message to young people. Because you know what? There's a lot of abuse, also allegations of abuse in the industry, and sometimes I thought maybe it wasn't believing in yourself and thinking I can only make it through hook and crook. But there's a young lady who's listening right now, and she's like, Tamy, I want to be like Tamy. I hope to reach the levels that Tamy has reached and beyond. What is your message for young adults or just young people who are listening who would also want to achieve what you have achieved?
I think the first and most important thing is know who you are. And if you are a Christian like me, it's know who you are in Christ. I think that's the most important thing you need to know, and stay grounded and firmly rooted in that. You know, sometimes when I feel like I'm losing my way or I don't know what's going on, I have to go back to that place and say, what does the word say about me? So know yourself. And why I say that's so important is because once you come into this industry, or once you make the decision to become a musician or an artist, there's so many influences around you, like what I'm saying. You know, you meet people who do all sorts of things that you might not agree with as an individual. And you need to make the decision to say, through all of this, I'm going to stand my ground and I'm going to be myself. So run your own race as well. I think that's very important. This industry is so competitive, you know, and if you pay attention to that, you will drown in it. You know, they say comparison is the killer of all joy. So you need to know who you are despite all the noise around you. Keep running your own race and just know that you are great. You are gifted in your own way. So keep focusing on that. Keep your head on the ground. I always believe that your craft should speak for you. You know, I'm not one to talk very much. Concentrate. Practice, because they say opportunity favors the prepared.
Indeed.
So if you don't take time to really, you know, work on yourself, when your moment comes, it'll pass you by because you're not ready. Anything can happen at any point. So stay prepared. Stay prepared.
Thank you so much. You know, God has blessed you, and you are a blessing to so many. And look, what does the future hold for Tamy?
I hope nothing but the best. I'm not one for words, but I hope and I pray for the best always. You know, I have a vision board that I've written down of the things that I want to attain, and so far so good, you know. But I'll let God do his thing.
So there's talk about a project and something hot coming from Tamy. Tell us about it.
Okay, so for the longest time, I've been waiting to release my project, which is called Vuzijena the Face. So my first album came out in 2016. That was the 18th Roller Coaster, obviously. And this is the follow-up project to that. So it's coming out on the 16th of August, 2021, finally. Because at the beginning of the year, you know, I just said it's coming soon. So everybody's been asking, when are you dropping it? So it's Vuzijena the Face. And this is phase 1. That's going to come out on the 16th of August, 2021.
It's great news from the Queen. Tamy's got something hot coming up. And of course, you want more performances and more music. Tamy's right here. We want to wish you all the best, sweetheart. You've done so well. And of course, Tamy, you have got to keep shining, Queen. And you're reaching higher and higher and higher. Well done.
Thank you.
And so the last song that you're going to perform for us?
The last song is called Kwandinova.
There you go. There you go.
I think in essence, people actually think Kwandinova is about just celebrating our Zimbabweanness, our Africanness as a people. But really, the song talks about my journey as an individual, where I've come from. In the beginning of this interview, I did give a little bit of information on how I started my journey. And that's actually what Kwandinova is about. But also, I celebrate myself as a young Zimbabwean trying to make a mark on the world.
If I was going to ask for an a cappella of my favorite piece, that's Sango, before we shut it down, would I get one, please?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Tamy Moyo, check it out. Talk to us, comment section. Want to hear from you. We're out.
Sing along if you know. So it goes. Kwandinova, 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 Handinyare, Kwandinova, 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 Handinyare. If I say that I like it, would you tell me any different? Said I'm a boss and I own it. Mandin's white. Would you tell me any different? Said I'm a boss and I like it. Then I said, I'm from the city of the restless. Yeah, do break bread with the hustlers. Say it proud if they ask us. Not like the rest, cause we just us. Ooh, I'm from Zimbabwe, so I did it. Mururu koko ati helele. Bese vadiki ne chembere. Lauya pano tipembere. Tinova muruva. Vana valeshena. Kutandara muzuva. As we watch the sun go down. Away, away, away. Away, 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 yeah. Quanti nova, andignare, quanti no, mandits waiting, quanti nova, yeah. Quanti nova, andignare. Then I said, I do the work little girls do, moving my hips to the side too, living my best. You should try to, yeah, yeah. You should try to, yeah. What Twitter she batane? It's gonna be a long day. Sunga busu nepande, sunga busu hamawe. Can I hear you say yeah? Say it loud and say yeah. My name is Tamy, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. If I say that I like it, would you tell me any different? I'm a boss in all day, yeah. Monday's waiting. Would you tell me the difference? Said I'm a boss and I like it, yeah. And everybody say, hera, hera, hey, hera, hera, hey, hera, hera, hey, yeah, hera, hera, hey, clap, hera, hera, hey, hera, hera, hey, yeah, hera, hera, hey, hera, hera, hey, quanti nova, yeah, quanti nova, andignare, quanti bandinzoire, quanti nova, quanti nova, andignare, quanti nova, yeah, 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 Sangori no power neta, Rino power shanda, Rino power wabudazia. Sangori no power neta, Rino power shanda, Rino power wabudazia. I waka, dainda kaziva tungamire, dainda kaziva tungamire, dainda kaziva tungamire, whoa, yeah, dainda kaziva tungamire, dainda kaziva tungamire, dainda kaziva tungamire, yeah, 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 yeah.
Let's go. Beat the morning madness with the Breakfast Club on Star FM.